Preparing live stream. Okay, here we go. It looks like we are live now. Okay, so this is my very first time doing a Zoom with a panel of people on Facebook, but I am super excited today. Let's see. We are getting feedback. Ben had this problem yesterday. Okay, so this is my very first time doing a Zoom with a panel of people on Facebook. I'm going to turn that down. Okay, we have people joining already, so that's good. Here we go. Awesome.
I'm waiting for the meltdown.
The meltdown. All right, so I'm going to introduce our panelists today, and you guys can just give a quick little double wave, and then we're going to go through everybody, and they're going to share why they actually joined MCA, how they got their very first sale, and also their top tips for success. So on the panel today, we have Vinny. If you just want to give a little wave, Vinny, say hello. All right, and we have Matt. Say hello, Matt.
Hi, thanks for having me.
You got it. And we have Angela. Cheers. And then we also have Rita. Okay, you guys, those are our panelists. So my name is Angie Long, and I am founder of Wi-Fi Wealth. And this is our incredible team here. I've actually been able to build a team of over 20,000 members in just under 1 year with MotorClub of America. I've actually been making money online since about 2010. So it's been quite a journey here. And the cool thing is everyone on the panel today has been working with me for a while, okay? This is my ride or die crew here. We've done a lot of business opportunities together, and we've all decided to plant our feet here with MotorClub of America, and I'm excited for them to actually share with you why they decided to do that. So we're gonna go ahead and start with Vinny. So Vinny, if you want to unmute yourself, I'm going to have you introduce yourself, but before you do, I'm just going to say a quick little something. So Vinny, he is married. His wife is actually from Thailand, and he's able to travel back and forth from New York and Thailand thanks to being able to work on the internet. So that's a really cool fact about Vinny, and he can go ahead and take it from here and share a little more about himself.
Hello, everyone. Like Angie said, my name is Vinny. I've been following Angie for quite some time now, and working with her and Ben on some projects in the past. And I seen basically the reason why I joined MCA is I seen Angie making all this money like weekly, regularly for the last, I think it's been a while now. And I was just like, I have to join this as soon as possible because it's the most easy way that I've seen so far out of all the stuff that I did online. That's it. That's the main reason why I'm in, and it's starting out good.
Awesome. Yeah, so you just got your very first ad up this past week, and you started making sales almost right away. So that was exciting. Yeah, so how did you feel when sales started coming in?
I felt great. And then especially the first sale that was just completely automated where I didn't even talk to the guy. That was awesome. That's when I really seen the benefits of that, doing MCA. When you get the sale, when you don't even speak to the person, that's like the best feeling.
Exactly. That's one of the number one objections that I find that people have, when they're looking to make money online. Most people are not good at sales. They don't want to bug their friends and family, right? They don't want to be out there feeling like they have to force an opportunity or a product onto people. And that is not what we do at all. We have full training on how to go out there, post ads online, right? People find your ads, they reach out to you, and then they purchase the product that we have, which is a motor club. Okay, and the Motor Club offers unlimited roadside assistance, medical, dental, vision benefits, and discounts, right? And this is something that everybody out there needs and wants. It's a service that people don't cancel. So it's extremely valuable. And I love promoting the services because I know it's something very valuable that people need. So we're going to go ahead and pop over to Matt. If you want to unmute yourself, you can just share a little bit about yourself. You guys, just quick thing about Matt. He has a full-time job. He's a dad, and he still finds a way to build his business on the internet with MCA. So go ahead and take it over, Matt.
So again, thanks for having me here. It's a pleasure. My MCA story. I've always been an entrepreneur. Last year, I had to basically take emergency custody of my son. So I had to move from Seattle down to Arizona. And so once I got custody, I didn't want to have to go out and find a job and put him in daycare and just do that whole, song and dance. So I wanted something that I could do from home so I could stay with him all day long and not have to, be apart from him. So that's why I chose MCA, because there's other opportunities out there, but with MCA, you can start making money literally the following week. It's not, months down the line.
I'm going to mute myself there. Yeah, that's a really great point. A lot of people that join do make money their very first week. And what is so incredible about this is you actually get 200% commissions on your referrals. And I don't know any other company out there that pays that kind of money. So people can come in, they can be in profit on their very first sale and have all of those incredible benefits. So the retention rate here is through the roof, right? I have done a lot of programs online, and people would quit very, very quickly because they would make one sale, two sale, three sales, and they still were not in profit. And the products that they were purchasing themselves to be a part of the company was not something valuable, right? Now I can honestly say that if I quit MCA as a promoter today, I would still keep the benefits because I need them, right? I used to have a different motor club. I can't mention the name, but I used to be a part of a different motor club. However, when I would go out there and tell my friends, hey, they provided me awesome service, they would go get the membership. I would be compensated nothing, right? So here you get the unlimited benefits, which is more than most other motor clubs. And on top of that, you get double your money back when you refer somebody. So great points, Matt, and I'm super excited to have you on the team. So we're going to move over to Angela. Angela is actually in the Navy. She's a singer, a dancer, an actor. She is multi-talented, and with all of that she has going on, she's still as well able to run a business online. So go ahead, take it over, Angela.
Yes, thanks for having me on. Glad I could make it. I've known about MCA for a while, but I would always see it on Instagram, promote it, and it looked really sketch because everybody just looked like hustlers. And so I didn't trust it. But when I saw Angie post about it, I was like, hold up. If she's doing this, it has to be legit. So I hit her up and asked about it, and I got started. And, I made my first sale to another military member who's, he's a friend from middle school. Actually, we've known each other since 8th grade. And he's been looking for a way to pull in some extra cash, but because of his rank, he has to be careful about things he does because we've got rules. But because MCA can be promoted so easily and so globally, I mean, just Canada, United States, any state, he doesn't have to work in his circle. He joined right away, and he's been doing, some really good things to get out his shell. Now, for me, I love the benefits. I needed dental work done. A lot of people forget about the medical, and the Navy was like, oh, you got to hurry up and get this dental work done. They gave me a deadline. The military's slow. So they gave a deadline, but I didn't know the deadline until a month before. And I was not able to activate my TRICARE insurance in time to meet that deadline. And the cost for me to use my MCA dental discount was actually less than if I had used my TRICARE insurance. So I'm a customer for life, regardless if I want to keep promoting or not. I'm here for life. I have found that I've been able to just get more people interested and more people on my page talking about it than I have with quite a few other, different companies I've tried. This is I'm home. I said, I love it. That's pretty much it.
Awesome. I love that. You hit on some really great points about the military, because I have military people coming to me all the time. And then once they find out about the benefits, they say, well, I already have those benefits. You know, I don't really need that. So you guys heard from Angela herself. She is in the military. She finds the benefits with MCA sometimes to be even cheaper and quicker. And she is going to be a customer for life, regardless if she's promoting it. But obviously, coming from that point of view, it's going to be very easy for her to promote that, okay? So even if she's not just doing it through the ads that she learns through our training, she's able to share that with her fellow military members as well, right? You can do this any way that you want to, by following the ads training, by talking to people that you know, but of course, you don't have to do that. It's all up to you how you choose to build your business. So thanks for sharing that, Angela. Now we're going to move on to Rita. She is probably one of the sweetest people that I know. She is an author, a mom, a wife. She's very involved with her church, very, very busy, right? And she is a very great leader herself, and she has very much time still to promote MCA. So go ahead and unmute yourself, Rita.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Angie. It is indeed, a pleasure to just be able to share with you guys. I have been online about 3.5 years, and I met Angie right at the beginning of that. So I sort of, keep in contact with her and connect with her on different things. And MCA was one opportunity that caught my attention. I promote my businesses and now more recently my ministry work online. And what I want to share from my perspective is, we tend to be so committed to different things, like just regular, I'll just say your regular insurance agent, right? We tend to be committed and we stick with those particular agents for years without even doing your due diligence and research to see if there's something different or better. Well, like Angie said, I also was using a different motor club, my husband and I, along with my daughter, and had never even thought to look at something else. When I did stop and look, it doesn't even compare. And I'm not trying to, bash any other company or anything like that. I'm just saying you really need to stop and take the time to look at the tremendous benefits that MCA has to offer. And not to mention, there's even an opportunity for, what did you say, a 200% commission just by referring new members to the program. It's a totally outstanding service, totally outstanding products. And just think about things in your life that you've just sort of been paying that month after month after month payment, but you're not truly getting as much from that as you could be because you won't take the time to look. Look at MCA, guys. Take a look. Thanks, Angie.
Awesome, Rita. Thanks for sharing. And as you guys have heard so far, everybody here not just likes making the money side, but they actually really appreciate the benefits as well. And for me, I've been online for several years. I promoted a lot of things, and the turnover rate, as I mentioned, was just ridiculous because people were not keeping the products, right? They didn't see the value there. So I'm so happy to plant my feet here simply because I know that we can build for the long term with this, okay? This is a long-term business model. And the fact that I've personally been able to put in 20,000 members in under a year is just absolute insanity, okay? That is not from just me knowing a bunch of people, right? The guys on the panel here, they did join me because they personally knew me, but 90% of my sales have come from the ads that I teach people how to do, okay? You get access to my full blueprint on exactly how I did that. And now we're gonna go back through and you're gonna hear from everyone again and hear about, some of their tips for success with this. How you can get started as a new person and make sales, as soon as your very first week, okay? Your very first week. one sale, I have to reiterate, makes you double your money back. So you pay $39.90 to get the Motor Club membership. You get $150,000 worth of those benefits, and then a referral pays you $80. Okay, so let's go ahead and hear from Vinny again with some of his tips for making sales.
So my main tip really is to follow exactly with what Angie is doing. There's no reason to change anything at all. Like, yeah, I know there's some people, they'll see the capture page, they'll be like, oh, let me change the color. No, don't even change the color, because we know it works for Angie. We know it's working for Angie. There's absolutely nothing we have to do different. That's my biggest tip right there, not to change. I mean, if you join from any of Angie or any of us here, we all have the system that Angie's using to succeed, and it's working for us. So no reason to change anything. Do exactly that, and you'll succeed.
Exactly. Ben was giving me the thumbs up over there. He's like, yeah, he's taking my advice. Yeah, you guys, there is definitely a blueprint to follow. You know, I've had people come to me that have followed the training and they say, you know, I'm not getting sales, this isn't working. So I take a look at what they're doing and maybe they tweaked something, right? I have a follow-up message that people can use and they've tweaked the message. It's not quite the same and it's just not working, right? So I let them know, hey, go back to the drawing board, do exactly what I've laid out for you, and then let's compare your results. And then once they do that, the results start coming. Okay? So there really isn't a whole lot of guesswork here. That it's there for you, okay? Yeah. So let's go ahead and hear from Matt. If you want to unmute yourself, Matt, and just share your top tips for success and, you know, how you got your first sale and how people can get their first sale.
Yeah, certainly. So I actually, what I would consider two first sales. My very first sale was probably maybe 2 weeks after I first ran my first ad. And I knew it wasn't going to be a strong sale because they were already asking like how to cancel before they got started, which typically isn't a good sign. But I really wanted that first sale. So I just told them how, and they went through. Going back today, I'd probably just be like, you know what, this probably isn't a good fit for you. But I just want that first sale. And of course they quit like 5 or 6 days later. But my first sale, similar to how what Vinny said, is it was totally done on autopilot. I was actually sitting on the couch and I got the notification on my phone that I'd gotten a sale. And I think I might have literally wept a little bit inside because you're so happy you finally got your first sale. Because once you get your first sale, you know you can get hundreds of sales, right? You just got to get over the hump of getting that very first one. So my best tips, I'd say there's probably two. One, put your blinders on. Don't focus on what other people are doing and their results. Just focus on your own. You can't compare your weaknesses to someone else's strengths because you'll lose every time. And then also is just being consistent. There's an excellent book called Light Edge by Jeff Olson, and it just talks about small decisions made over time will compound into huge results. So something done, even something small done consistently over time is better than doing a lot of big work and then taking a couple of days off and then doing a lot of work and then taking it off again. Just do something small every single day in your business, and over time you'll have huge results.
Excellent. Those were some great tips. Definitely consistency is something that we hit on all the time, right? People often come in and everybody works at a different pace, right? Some people make sales their first week, some people their second week, like Matt said, some people take a month. You know, everybody has a different work ethic, a different amount of time, a different rate of learning, right? And sometimes, you know, if you get your first sale and they cancel, like Matt said, you can get very discouraged and maybe even think, well, maybe this isn't for me. But if you had just gone an inch further, right, his next sale came very shortly after that. And now he's on a roll, he's on fire, making sales all the time. And it was just that consistency, right? Making that commitment that this is where you're going to build your business. You're going to stick with it. You're going to show up every day and put in the work, even if you don't get your sale the first week or the second week, right? you'll make it happen, right? We have a whole group of people here to support you, and this is where it's at, all right? So let's go ahead and move on to Angela. And you sort of already mentioned how you got your first sale there with one of your friends, but you can go ahead and share your tips and any recommendations that you have for people to get their first sale.
Yes, show your face. Like people buy from people. And if you are showing your face, you're smiling, you're happy, it shows you can be trusted, because anybody who's doing something sketch, a lot of people doing sketch things don't show their face. So show your face, show your real name, talk about the benefits. I also use the story of my dad using another company that brags about being the best, and he had to pay $700 for a tow. And so storytelling helps, because MCA would have actually towed him further, 60 miles further than his company would have, and he wouldn't have had to pay an extra $700. So I always find stories to tell, and that's how I've been getting more people in. And use the system. There's everything else out here that people are charging for and in my inbox wanted me to look at. You don't need other things that are costing a lot of money. You can just use the My Weekly Check system, learn it, get creative, show your face, show your personality, and the people will start coming to you and the sales will start coming. And also use the Facebook ads. So those are my tips. Be yourself.
Perfect. I love it. Yes. So putting your face out there is really important. I do have some people that run ads, without showing their face. However, if you want this to be a long-term business, if you want to build, a huge team and brand, I do highly recommend, like Angela said, showing your face, allowing people to get to know, like, and trust you as a person, so they want to do business with you, right? You have something that nobody else out there has, right? There's no competition with you because you have your own unique personality, and you just need to let that shine, okay? Absolutely let that shine and use those stories, facts tell, stories sell. So you guys have just shared some really phenomenal tips today. I love it. So we're going to go ahead and move on to Rita. All right, go ahead, Rita. Your best tips for success.
Okay, like for me, my first couple of sales came from people that I knew, and it wasn't necessarily that I reached out to them personally, but they had been a follower or followers with me, so therefore they signed up. One person was strictly looking at it from the money perspective and didn't necessarily want to do the work, because guys, it's a business, right? It's a huge business opportunity. And if you don't want to do the work, if you don't have a vision for what you would like to get out of leveraging this as a business opportunity, you're gonna struggle with it. So my suggestion is make sure you know what you want out of this. Yes, you want the benefits. Yes, you want the services and the perks because they are outstanding. But think beyond that in terms of what this can mean on a long-term basis. I call it the LTP, the long-term plan, and that's already been shared because there is a residual component to this as well, and that makes a huge difference. But you have to be willing to learn the skills, which are invaluable. Trust me on that. I continue to learn every day. Thank you, Angie. All of this. And then the other thing I wanted to say, and this was mentioned earlier, is please stay consistent. You have to stay consistent. I know I'm guilty of, there were times when I slacked a month or two or what have you, and then you have to regain that momentum. And I'm going to tell you, the sweet reward, and that has been mentioned too, is when you have set everything up and when you get that first sale through your marketing efforts, through that evergreen process that you have set up, you get a sale that way, like has been shared, that you did not talk to the person before. It's really working, via automation. It's awesome. And it can be done. We just have to stay consistent and persistent and know what our, larger vision is in doing this, and you'll be okay. It's good. Thank you.
You got it. So vision, you guys, that is so huge. So glad you hit on that, Rita. And, I've hopped around to a lot of companies in my career online, and A lot of them I didn't stick with, and that is because I did not have that long-term vision where, can I see myself doing this a year from now, 5 years from now? Can I see myself working with the people that I'm working with right now for the long term? Do I see a brand around this? And I saw that with MCA, right? So that's why for the past almost year now, I've been able to build this incredible team, right? And through that, I've been able to create a residual income of $6,000 a month. So what that means is, everyone that you see on the panel here, plus additional members from the team, are going out there and making sales, from the training that we have. And I'm getting paid without doing anything, right? That is so powerful. So I could literally go take the next month off and still be making $6,000. However, I won't do that because, like Rita said, once you build that momentum, that's when you want to keep going and push the gas even harder. You don't want to, fall back and then lose everything. You want to keep staying consistent and building upon that solid foundation that you've already created. So the residual element is so sweet, okay? So sweet, but you got to stay consistent and showing up every single day. And you want to constantly be learning. Rita hit on marketing as well. We are really in the business of marketing. So you're going out there and marketing the Motor Club. So if you don't have the marketing skills, of course you're going to fail, right? That's why we provide training so that you can be successful. However, you're not going to become a master marketer overnight and, put in 20,000 team members or over 2,000 sales of the Motor Club overnight, right? That's a skill you're going to develop over time. So maybe you just make one sale your first week, right? Then you start building yourself up to 10 sales a week. You start setting yourself goals and you start doing the actions to follow up with reaching those goals. Now, unfortunately, I cannot see your guys' comments for those of you that are watching over on Facebook. So if you're asking any questions, I will get back to those in a little bit. Ben's coming over here to say hello. Oh, yeah, you
just click on your wall.
Oh, I can click on my wall here, he's saying.
You click on your wall where
Okay,
they are,
see.
and you can refresh and you can do that. People can still see your face.
Okay, perfect. So I'm just looking at the comments over here on Facebook. Alan is asking, is the Facebook ads training going to be updated because Facebook is starting to get more stingy? Yes, I have noticed that, and updates are coming. Everything that is in the training right now is still working though, but there is going to be updates. We also have some new tools coming out in the next couple weeks for you guys, so you'll want to stay tuned for that. Let's see, I'm trying to refresh this here so I can see if there are any new questions. Okay, just a lot of people saying hello. So if you guys do have any questions, you can go ahead and drop those and I will check back over here in just a moment. In the next couple of weeks for you guys. I unmuted myself, gotta love it. For that, let's see, I'm trying to refresh. There we go. Okay, I'll get the hang of this Zoom thing and we'll be doing more of these and next time we'll have it top notch. Okay, so anyone on the panel want to share any other little nuggets? Just raise your hand and let me know. Angela, all right, we'll go ahead and unmute you.
Don't be afraid of offline marketing. MCA is exactly what it is, a motor club. So go old school. If you don't have the funds for ads, like if you're just really scared about putting your money into an ad, you can get a flyer, make it yourself with, your link. Like I have a link for my MCA that goes right to the roadside assistance site to make sales. I put that on flyers, stick it up somewhere. I just made some new flyers. I saw in another MCA group, somebody bought a billboard, don't be afraid to go old school with it at all. Flyers work. Make connections in your community. Go to the library. Libraries are always looking for people to put things on their community board. That's all you have to do. People are really big into online stuff. That's great. That is also great. It's awesome. I think it's cool, but slide something to your cashier at the Publix, slide something to the lady at the Starbucks, and you'll probably get a sale, because if they have a car, they need roadside assistance. So everybody who drives can be a sale for you. Flyers work. There we go. That's it.
Okay, awesome. That's a good tip too, because sometimes people get so caught up in trying to learn internet marketing, right? They forget that, okay, this is a real service that real people want. And the idea here is just to get it in front of as many people as possible. So depending on your personality, if you're a more outgoing person, you can just go talk to people if you'd like to, or if you're a more reserved kind of person, flyers, like Angela said. If you know people like Rita, she would talk to some of her personal connections, right? Or if you just want to simply stick to the ads training, if you have a budget to do ads, whatever it might be, just know that there's millions of people out there looking for what we have to offer. So just don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself, right? So that is that. Rita, you have something else to say? Go ahead.
Yes, I do. I mean, I think about, at least from the US perspective, a lot of people are concerned about the whole health insurance industry and the market out there. We have a health component, guys, with MCA that is critical this day and age. So again, as I have expressed before, take a look at the benefits. Take a look at what we have to offer through this company. MCA is outstanding. So that's all I want to say. If you're concerned about how to supplement your healthcare even, this is an option. Thanks, Angie.
Perfect. Yeah, that's a good point. Just all of the benefits that we have are so incredible. Hopefully you guys can still see this live. It's showing on my screen that bandwidth is low. But we'll keep going. Yes, so the benefits are just so phenomenal from the health side, from the dental side, like Angela mentioned, they actually have an accidental death benefit. So if something were to happen to you, your family would actually get $60,000 to assist with, paying for your funeral costs, your final expenses, $60,000 for a $39 investment, you guys. That is just absolutely priceless. So we could go on and on about the benefits, but a lot of you are also here for the income opportunity. We have so many people making checks with this every single week. And we get paid every single Friday straight into our bank account, and they pay on time or early every single week. And Matt is raising his hand here, so go ahead, Matt.
Yeah, just to expand on something that Rita said earlier, is that this is a business. It's not a hobby. And if you treat it like it's a business, you'll get paid like it's a business. And it's so easy to just show up. And I see a lot of people struggle with this. They just show up, they post a few ads, and then they don't get any results. But again, going back to consistently, you have to have the right mindset, because it is a business. And like Rita said, it's a long-term business. So if you're not getting results after a couple of weeks or a month, you have to have a 2 to 5 year vision if you want to be successful really in any business. You can't just show up and expect to get results, immediately, but you have to treat it like it's a serious business endeavor, not just like a hobby. So Rita had some excellent points in that regards.
Absolutely. So the more that you guys come into this with the mindset that this could be, potentially your full-time income, right? You're going to give it your all. You're going to show up as if it were your job, right? This isn't a job because you can make your own hours. And for a lot of people, they're employee minded. They're used to being told what to do, what hours they can work. You don't have that here. So you have to be a little more self-motivated and set yourself a schedule. Set yourself daily activities to do, based on the training that we provide you. And if you commit yourself to that schedule and showing up as if it were a job, like you had a little boss on your shoulder here watching over you, then, the sky is truly the limit for your income. It really, really is. I make anywhere from $2,000 all the way up to $8,000 in a single week with this. There's no way that I could do that working a traditional job, okay? And, you know, we've even had people say on Facebook, you know, this is a bunch of BS. You know, I work 40 hours a week and don't make anywhere close to $3,000 a week. That's ridiculous. There's no way that's possible. Well, we're here to tell you it is possible, right? It's 2017. Everything is moving towards the internet. Retail is all coming to the internet, right? Amazon is taking over the retail space. Everybody's buying online. And the same with the Motor Club that we promote, right? People are looking to Facebook to purchase things now. They're looking to influencers. They're looking to their friends and word of mouth for what they should buy, and they're making those transactions online. So we are a part of this huge movement, you know, to have everything being sold on the internet. Okay. So Vinny, any last thoughts?
Yeah, I'd just like to finish up with saying that if anyone has any questions left in their mind about MCA or about making money online, feel free to reach out to any of us. I know we'd all be happy to help you guys out and help you guys to succeed with this. That's all for me.
Absolutely. Cool. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me on the panel today. And I hope everyone watching got some great value. You know, I plan on doing these a lot more, so I'm sure you'll see everyone's faces here again. And we wish everyone much success. You know, this is an incredible opportunity. This is something that you can be proud to be a part of, and, you know, super grateful for the services as well. So thanks again for joining us, you guys, and we will see you back on Facebook. Make it a great day. Now I have to figure out how to stop this. Here we go.